NBA Finals Faceoff. You give me a category, and I'll tell you who I prefer in this category. Here we go.
Okay. Which team has the advantage in the points in the paint?
Well, this is an easy one. This is the Celtics. No player for the Warriors averages more than 7 points a game in the paint. 3 different players for the Celtics do. They're a bigger team. They'll score more close to the basket hoops. Celtics.
Which team is the better three-point shooting team?
That's an easy one. The Golden State Warriors. By the way, the Celtics only ranked 12th in three-point percentage this season, so they can be hot and cold. Jaylen Brown, though, was really good so far in the playoffs in the beyond the arc.
Which team has better creativity?
Well, I think it's the Warriors. I don't think anybody looks like the Warriors. Their ball screens, their constant motion. Steph is the most fluid player in the league. That's why it's hard to defend them. They're hard to trap. They're hard to play for. There's nobody else. It's like almost when Lamar Jackson came in the league. How do you prepare for him? You have nobody on your roster during practice that can play like Lamar Jackson. There's nothing else like the Warriors in the league. I think they're very hard to prepare for.
Which team has the better perimeter defense?
I think Boston just does not allow a lot of open threes. In fact, they allowed the lowest three-point percentage in the league. They have the Defensive Player of the Year. They also have a lot of versatility defensively, so that's the Celtics.
Which team has the better paint defense?
That's the Celtics as well. They've got greater size. If Robert Williams is healthy, and he isn't always healthy, they're going to shut down Golden State's offensive game overwhelmingly, so that's an easy one. Perimeter defense, overall defense in the paint, big lean Boston.
Better coaching?
Well, Golden State has been in this a lot. Kerr's an underrated defensive coach. He just simply got more experience. So Steve's been around. Steve, you will show nothing to Steve he has not seen.
Yeah.
His experience is noteworthy.
Better leadership?
Well, I would say Golden State. The Celtics don't have a team captain. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There are times that I feel like Marcus Smart is the soul of the team. Whereas Steph and Draymond, Kerr, I kind of know where the leaders are. I don't with Boston. Tatum's the best player. Is he verbal? He's not that verbal sometimes.
Which team has better chemistry?
Well, again, you're talking about who's played together longer. This is a slam dunk. This is just like who has the best interior defense, Boston. The better chemistry right now is Golden State. Their chemistry with KD was good, but it was prickly at times. They've lost that prickly element with these three.
Which team is more clutch?
Well, let's just go to data. The Warriors average 11.5 clutch time points in the playoffs. Nobody's close to that. In fact, my concern about Boston is they're so good outside of clutch time. At times they look really tight. The Warriors don't.
Which team has more depth?
Now, this is a weird one. Everybody keeps telling me, Boston got a lot of depth. They played 7 guys in the last 2 games against Miami, so they don't trust anybody beyond that. The Warriors, by far and away, have the best bench scoring. I mean, Poole averages over 17 off the bench. So I've heard a lot about the depth of Boston, but I can tell you this, Ime didn't trust the depth. He played 7 guys in those last 2 games. And by the way, who you play in the last game or 2 of a series, you're telling me who you trust.
Well, your benches do get shorter as you go into the postseason.
No, they should.
But 7 guys?
Is nothing.
All right, you're going to make Boston fans mad, I think. Which team has better home court advantage?
Well, the Warriors are 9-0 at home. Celtics are 5-4. So, it is interesting. Just visually, when you watch the Warriors, and I know this isn't true, it feels like the Warrior crowd is on the floor.
No, it does. I mean, you feel closer, and the playoffs is more intensity. Like, it feels very tight. But there's something about that particular building, you really feel like there's no room at all. Like, they couldn't fit another person in that building. And it's a young crowd because those tickets are expensive, and Silicon Valley is unique that young people make a lot of money there. So the younger the crowd, the louder the crowd. And that Warrior crowd, for the expense of those tickets, is a lot of kids. And they are lubricated before opening tip. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.